Check 1, 2. What's up, everybody? We'll start here in just a minute. Yay! Let's see if this all works out. It should also go into my face. We're gonna find out. Hey, it worked. What's up, everybody? Andrew here with Let's Park It. I think this is going to bring up my name. There it is. That's the name. We're on YouTube Live. We're on TikTok Live. Guys, if you're on TikTok and want to join us in on the YouTube stream, the link is in the bio. We're going to talk some theme park stuff today. Can everyone hear me? Is everything good? Is everything coming in clear? Hopefully everything is coming in clear. I did check the levels. Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clear? We'll let some more people get in here. Glad to see we got Mouse Vibes and Roger Rabbit in the chat. We got some people in TikTok. We're all just chatting about theme parks today because a lot of stuff happened. It's been a crazy week. First off, 300,000 on TikTok. Woo! That is insane. Thank you, TikTok. TikTok, if you guys want to come over to the YouTube live stream, the link's in the bio. We got some people coming in. I like that you guys are here. Who's all in here? If you're in here and you can chat, put yourselves in the chat. Would love to hear from you. See who's all here. Of course, we got the Tiki shirt on, you know, Tiki gloves or Tiki mask or whatever this is, cup, and the shirt. Because, you know, whatever. What's up, everybody on TikTok? Sorry, guys. We got kind of this, thing going on. But we're going to go into Avengers Campus and then go into a Velocicoaster because so much has happened. It has been a crazy, crazy week. Going to it feels like going to Disneyland was so far away. But we did it. We went to Avengers Campus. We were there with Mouse Vibes. Mouse Vibes is in the chat right now. What's up, Mouse Vibes? We woke up too early to get to the park for Avengers Campus. I think I ended up waking at 5 in the morning because we got our hotel down there and everything like that. But getting up that early is no fun. So we got up. We ended up walking to the other side because you're supposed to go in on Harbor side, but we thought maybe you could go around the other way. So we walked all the way to the the Simba area, and because you can usually get in there, and the guy was like, "No, you can't go in. You have to walk all the way around." And I was like, "Are you serious? We have to walk all the way to Harborside in order to have this happen?" I was freaking out at that point. First off, also if you guys are just joining us, welcome. Make sure to put your name in the chat, see who's all in this. Let's get some stuff going. So we walked all the way over to the other side of the park to try to get in because we thought, well, they let people in for Pixar Pier and that kind of stuff. Nope, wasn't the case. Had to get an Uber, then drive all the way over to Harborside, which at 6 in the morning, I was already no. I freaked out a little bit. I was like, how can you guys not let us in? But it's all right. We got in here. What's up, June Skywalker on TikTok? Get over in the live stream on YouTube, TikTok. Get over in there. So we went over there. It was crazy. I remember we got in line, we saw Mouse Vibes, and that line was already intense. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. Things were crazy. And we waited. We just waited and waited. And then 7 o'clock came around and no one got a boarding pass. And that was kind of like, oh. I didn't hear anybody get a boarding pass, actually. Like, no one was getting boarding passes. You didn't hear this roar of eruption like everyone else did. Like Rise of Resistance was like this crazy, crazy thing that was happening. Especially that it was just an uproar of like excitement. But yet for the web slingers, it wasn't like that this time. So we didn't get a boarding pass in the morning, but, spoiler alert, we did get one later on. It was kind of a mess to get in there. So you get into the park. What's up, June Skywalker? Glad that you guys are over from the TikTok. Glad to be here. Killer Clowns, you're in here as well. Get over on the YouTube. Go over there. If you guys are in TikTok, get over to the YouTube page. It's on there. We're live on YouTube as well. So we everyone was so sad about that error message, for sure. But getting into like Disneyland and being like, you see the line, like, because we were really close, I would say, compared to like what most people were, because the line was like 1,000 miles back. It was crazy. And we got in, and then we were like, yeah, we got it. There's the line for Avengers Campus. It's right there. We're walking by it. Like, this is it, guys. We got this. We're like, 2 feet away. Womp. I need like a womp, 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 womp sound, because it was just... It was the longest line I've ever seen. It was so long. We saw the line. We saw where we needed to go. And the line just kept going and going and going and going. And Michelle ended up, and Mouse Vibes, Michelle and Ashley both ended up going and doing all these rides while we were waiting in line for Avengers Campus. So the line was like 3 hours long that day. Fortunately, we ended up getting in before that and not having to wait the entire time. Shout out to some of our cool friends. Sorry, this is what I put. This is where my alcohol lives when I'm at Universal Studios or Disneyland. So yeah, we got in, which was awesome, and we didn't have to wait forever, luckily. But if you had a boarding pass, you could get in right away. And then that day, if you had reservations for food, you could also get in, but they also changed that, which is kind of crazy. So we got in. Everything was awesome. I was on Ashley's Live. It was kind of awesome getting in without having to wait that whole entire crazy line. But so you could get in with food and you could get in with the boarding pass just that first day. They've already changed the food thing. So if you guys are like trying to get in there now and trying to use the food, you can't get it. But if you get into the land or you have a boarding pass, get the food right away because it will sell out instantly. It is crazy. It's insane how fast those things go up. And it's food. And the food is like good. It's good food. But like it's like boop instant. So make sure if you guys are going, get the stuff for the food right away instantly. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time, especially if you wanted food. The lines at night, they do open up standby, but like all the shawarma, everything gone. Like we were able to try some food and we tried the drinks. So let's get into that. Okay, first impressions of the land after waiting 2 hours at least. Ooh, fresca. Ooh. So we got to watch the show right away, like the Spider-Man stunt show where he like flies over everything, and it's okay, like it's Spider-Man in that cool thing animatronic that they have that like flings around. That's pretty cool, but it's so far away, and if you're not, what's up, Carlton? Good to see you. If you're not, I don't know, right up in front, like it's kind of just like, it's lackluster, honestly. And that kind of stinks. Like it's still fun and it's still there. And you get to see Spider-Man fly through the air. But it just kind of feels like they built this robot and then they were like, okay, how do we expense this robot? Well, we're going to use it for Spider-Man to fling him through the air. But then we got to figure out what to do after that or before that? How do we get Spider-Man into the air? And then like, okay, we're going to do this web slinger show and then introduce you to the land, I guess. I think that's what they did. I don't think their original intention for that that cool animatronic was for Spider-Man. I think it was like, hey, we have this cool technology. Spider-Man flies through the air. Let's use that. So, it's still awesome. The thing flies in the air. It's a robot. Like, that's cool. People are like, is that a real person? And you're like, I think you need your eyes checked. So yeah. So it was still fun. It was still going into there. There was lots to look at, lots to do, but there was also so many people. They did zero crowd control besides the 14-mile long line that they had outside. But the shows I kind of like are what brings you to that little land. There's so many cool shows going on that I think you kind of like, you get lost in it, and there's a lot to do as far as shows. There's like the Avengers shows. There's the Avengers show. There's the, what do you call it? The Doctor Strange show. There's Spider-Man show. With like the Avengers show kind of being like the big one on Avengers campus, like on the building, which was really cool. But everything's so far away. Like everything's up top. You can't even get good pictures. That kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I'm not sure if these shows are going to stick around for the longest time. I think the shows will end up being more sparse and sparse and sparse. And if anytime you guys want to chime in the chat, do it. I would love to get your opinions on what you guys thought about Avengers Campus. Anything that I talk about, just start saying stuff about it. Let me see. Guys on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, click the link in YouTube and join us over on YouTube. So yeah, like it's kind of everything seems so far away. Everything was such a cluster. You didn't know what to do. And that was, it's given. It's the opening day. And, we got the whole coronavirus and whatever going on. So there's that. But the whole thing of them like selling out and you couldn't get in, or you could get in and they didn't know what you were going to do, that was kind of crazy. And I think they're going to get that all figured out and hopefully it's more smooth. But my instant takeaway, no, we'll go over the reveal of if I liked it or not. So then the only reason we're the only ones who enjoyed Avengers Campus, well, Mouse Vibes, we'll get into that in a second. The only way you can get into the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is you have to go into the land, which I thought was kind of not a good idea. Like, I understand why they put it there, but I also am like, that's one whole e-ticket ride in California Adventure, and you're saying that I can't go on this ride unless I'm in this 3-hour-long line? I did not like that. I didn't like that people who don't want to go to Avengers Campus can't enjoy this amazing ride. They have to literally wait 3 hours to get into the land. I really hope they change that, because that's unfair to everyone else coming to the park who doesn't care about Avengers. And it also is, brand new, that kind of stuff. So it'll die down. It'll start settling down. Mouse Vibes excited to Mouse Vibes excited to experience it when it's less crowded. It was way too packed, but opening day, so we get it. Yeah, Michelle, I really liked Avengers Campus. Yeah, I'm excited, Mouse Vibes, to experience it less crowded as well, especially at nighttime, less crowded. June Skywalker, from watching you and Mouse Vibes live the day it looked so packed. Yes, it was extremely packed. It was the most packed I've been in a crowd in a long time. Like, that was one of those times where, because in California, if anyone who's watching isn't in California, we've been on that, the lockdown and that kind of stuff for a while. And to be that crowded with people is very different. That is not a thing that I've had in a long time, except for at the other parks. What's up, Nicole? Carlton, me and my friends are doing both parks. I hope it's not too bad. Carlton, what day are you going? Both parks, it's usually a little bit easier. Come back at night, and then you can usually get in right away, and it's easy to do. We did both parks too. Um, Also, send me a message on Instagram, and I will hook you up with something real quick in case don't things don't go as well as you want them to. I'll hook you up with something. Um, so yeah, we went in. Everything was awesome. The drinks. Okay, so the drinks at Pim's Kitchen, there was a lot of them. Some were good, some were bad. Next Tuesday, perfect. You'll probably have a good time on Tuesday, but send me a message on Instagram just in case. Um, my favorite Pim's drink, besides the ones that, the boba, some people in this chat that were down here, decided to take boba bubbles and, fling them into my face. Do I hate it? No. Do I like it? Whatever, Do I appreciate it? No. I'm just teasing. But yeah, I did get boba bubbles. Boba bubbles. Flung into my face. That was awesome. Can you go on Gwazi Busch Gardens when it opens? Gwazi and Busch Gardens is never gonna open. TikTok. So I would say my favorite is that Honey Buzz drink at Pim's Kitchen, which we ordered literally everything. If you look at the video that I posted, we have all of them. It was like we needed like 5 people in order to actually get the drinks because they wouldn't allow us to do it. They're like, you need more people. And we're like, well, I mean, we only have this many people. Like, you need more people in order to get these amount of drinks. So we had to like get everybody. We're like, come on, guys. Come on. It's like herding cats. We're like, let's get these drinks. Let's do this. So yeah, the drinks were good. I would say the drinks are good. I know they're all pre-made, so that's a thing. But I can't say anything bad about them. They were good. They tasted good. There was nothing that like set me off. The beer was really good too. I know a lot of people don't like the beer, but I thought it was really good. So yeah, it was a good time. The food was really good there as well. So we had a great time. So then after that, we went over to Disneyland. So here we go. I'm going to give, the ride. So we went on the ride, of course, Spider-Man. And what's up, Adventures with John Jr.? From all the videos and coverage I saw, to me, what caught my eye was the food at Avengers Campus. I'm a foodie at heart, so I love seeing people try the different food items. Yeah, the food wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good. From what I remember. And, first off, also, what's up, John Jr.? Glad you're in here. Yeah, the food was pretty good. The drinks were even better. I really like the inside of Pim's Kitchen because of this big, giant, like, I forget what they call it. The thing that makes everything small. They take big, giant pretzels, and then it goes, and it shrinks them down. It's a cool optical illusion that happens. That's probably one of my favorite parts of Pim Kitchen. I don't think that big giant sandwich is worth it. We didn't get it, but it just looked like a sub sandwich. So I didn't really think that was worth it. And I'm kind of glad that we didn't get it. TikTok says, is this what you do for a job? Kind of. Yes, kind of. What's up, John Jr.? Good to see you here. So yeah, the food was good. The drinks were good. Then let's get into the ride, of course. Yes. So the ride it really was the next level of Midway Mania. That's really what it was. It wasn't anything crazy. Actually, no, I can't say that. Because like you would shoot like this. The hand tracking was awesome. You would shoot these webs out, and it would track your hand so well. So that was very cool. I don't necessarily like that you have to upgrade if you want to get more. Anyone who's been in the chat that actually, Nick and Ashley, when you bought the thing, did you notice a difference? Was there a difference in actually it helping you? Like, did you win when you got that? Were you the high score leader person when you bought the add-ons? Was that a thing, or did you notice that it was just kind of like just a money grab at that point? Would love to hear your opinion if you're still watching in the comments. The ride really just was like Midway Mania 2.0. It really was. It wasn't anything crazy. It was still awesome, but I wasn't. Oh, so you guys got extra stuff. So you noticed a different type of situation going with it. I mean, was it still worth $30, $60? I mean, I'm always going to say no, because you know me. I'm like a stickler on that. I don't want no downloadable content. Yeah, I also had a lot of tequila, so I don't know if it was cool. Mouse Vibe says, yes, me too. The ride was cool, but it could have been because I was also Pim kitchened in at that point with a lot of that good stuff. I mean, we'll have to see. I'm definitely not going to buy the add-ons, but I will buy or use your add-ons. So the ride was still fun, though. I still had fun blasting away at these spider bots. So I can't give it any bad reviews because it was still a fun ride. And it's not supposed to be an e-ticket ride. It's not supposed to be this crazy ride that, oh, everyone's going on this new ride, because we already have an e-ticket ride in that land. And it's Avengers Campus. So we can't be upset that they brought in another awesome ride inside of a show building and then did amazing with it. I think it was I think I probably enjoyed it better than Midway Mania, only because I don't have to tug on that damn string. Instead, I have to like use my hands like this. So that's probably the only reason. But I think Midway Mania has like a more congruent, do this, do that, do this. Whereas it's like you're just shooting all over with. Either way, it was fun. It was still a fun ride. Would I wait 3 hours for it? Hell no. So yeah. Okay, so you have Avengers Campus, then we're going into Guardians of the Galaxy. Awesome. Love that ride. It's one of my favorites of all time. I absolutely love it. We went on that. It was awesome, of course. So, experience of the land. What did I think of the land? Drum roll. Was it worth the hype? Drum roll. No. It wasn't worth the hype. It was okay. It wasn't amazing. It's not worth 3 hours. It's a walkway through a land that I enjoy seeing things in. I enjoy experiencing things because I think the experience will lessen as more time goes on. I don't think those shows are going to be going on as much along the way. And that's why I don't think it's worth the hype, because I think we got a really good time. We got opening day, so everything was so crazy and cool. But I think come a year from now, those shows are going to be not as many happening. They're going to be like half the shows and not as frequent. And people aren't going to be able to enjoy that opening day. No, Avengers Campus Mouse Vibes was not worth the hype. It definitely wasn't. It was not worth it. It doesn't live up to the hype of Star Wars. That ride and then that experience, you can't beat that. You can't all of a sudden go into Batuu and have this blue milk and all these things that you know from the movies and then go ride a ride that's going to change your life. That doesn't happen at Avengers Campus. Avengers Campus is a good addition to the park, but is it livable up to, say, Batuu? No, it doesn't. It doesn't hold candle to the wind. I don't care who you are as a fan of these rides. They're different. Avengers Campus is a walkway through a park, whereas Galaxy's Edge is an entire experience. Just doesn't live up to the hype. It doesn't live it up to the hype. And I'm not trying to be a fanboy or anything like that. I'm just thinking, 10 years down the road, am I going to care about this because all the Avengers people are going to be different? No, don't care about it. I'm going to walk through it because I'm going to go get on that ride, and that's it. I'm going to maybe go on the Spider-Man ride because we already did Midway Mania, and my hand's sore. I'm probably going to get a drink at Pim's Kitchen, but I'm not going to watch the shows. I'm not going to wait for them to do their stuff. But I will go over to Star Wars Land, and I will go watch people battle with lightsabers, and I will see the Millennium Falcon in real life. But as far as Avengers Campus, and that's not even me being, because I'm a fan of both. I love both Star Wars and the Avengers Marvel stuff. But for me, it just didn't do it. It was fun to be there, and it's a fun land, but it doesn't live up to the hype that it was perceived. So for that reason, I'm out. Just like Shark Tank. So I'd still suggest going to it. It's still a fun time. It's still amazing. I'm not going to say don't go to it, but don't wait 3 hours for it. Trying your best to get one of those boarding passes, because you're also missing out. If you are set on going to Avengers Campus, try to get both boarding passes. If you don't get that, go at the end of the night, because they're letting everybody in at the end of the night. Don't wait 3 hours in the middle of the day and wasting your precious park time. Go explore the rest of the park. Cars Land is right there. Go explore Cars Land. Cars Land is amazing. Cars Land is awesome, and you have that right there. So just go do that instead of waiting 3 hours. Avengers Campus will be there. You'll get in eventually. You just get in at night instead. So don't look at that hype line and be like, oh, I have to wait in this line for 3 hours to get in. Nah, just go enjoy the day. You'll get in. It's not like it's rocket science. It's not like it's rocket appliances or anything like that. So that's my opinion on that. What are we at? What are we at for time? What are y'all's opinions on Avengers Campus? Let's put them down below in the chat. What are we at? We're at 28 minutes. I could go on that whole thing for a long time. Let's see. What do we got? What's in 3 hours for a ride on TikTok? Is the Spider-Man ride still there? The Spider-Man ride is a new ride in Jurassic World. In Avengers Campus. Probably thinking about the one in Orlando. I'll queue 40 minutes tops. Absolutely. I do not like queuing at all. So, all right. Let's talk. First off, Velocicoaster. Opening day. Here it is. Velocicoaster has been open for about a month, actually. But today was the official opening day. Yesterday was media preview. So many cool people were there. I apparently was not invited. I think June Skywalker. I think I liked the ride. I think I liked the ride was not worth the hype the campus was. You know, I have to disagree. I don't think either one was worth the hype. It was still fun to go to that, but that's awesome. I'm glad that you did enjoy the campus more than I did. I wish I enjoyed it more than, I couldn't get into it. It felt steel structure. It felt like it didn't feel immersive. It didn't feel like when I go into Cars Land or when I go into Batuu. It didn't feel like when I go into Pandora Land. It didn't feel like that. And I knew that was a hard thing to accomplish, because it is, how do you put people into Marvel movie? Because it's just real life anyways. That's probably why there's so many shows. So I didn't feel that magic going into Avengers Campus. So, sorry guys. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So we went to going back into Velocicoaster, because that just opened today. But there was previews all month, and we were there on the second day of previews for pass holders. And hold on. The Velocicoaster looks insane. Yes, John Jr., Velocicoaster is insane. But hold on, I got a good one. Yeah, but you're an adult. Imagine going on to these rides as a young kid. It's magic for the age group. Yes, I do agree with you with that. However, I don't think it's as magical as the other lands. And plus, kids, especially young kids, want to be immersed, and I get that. Like, the ride isn't as good, the land isn't as good, but when you go immerse yourself into the other lands, that's the immersion for the young children. And I understand, listen, I am the one big proponent of, like, we're not the demographic anymore. I get that. But this just didn't immerse me, because I think Marvel Land, or whatever campus is definitely geared more towards adults. Like that's what I think it's more towards the 15, 14 plus age. But yeah, so June Skywalker, I've been waiting for Velocicoaster to open. Yes, it is open now, and it is awesome. We rode on it a month ago, and it's absolutely insane. Is it the best roller coaster in Orlando? It's right there. It is tippity top of the roller coasters. However, and I think I said this in another live, Hagrid's is still my number one at Universal. I should say in Southern Florida, or Florida in general. The ride is amazing. Velocicoaster. It is definitely a different type of thrill. But re-rideability, well, of course, the re-rideability on Velocicoaster is amazing. It's crazy. But the re-rideability and story elements on Hagrid are what brings it from like, here they both are, to Hagrid's coming a little bit above it. So that's my opinion on that. Now, I'm not giving anything, no whatsoever, no sort of diss to Velocicoaster. It is insane. There are parts that literally make you go, oh, like, because it's such a guttural, that Mosasaurus, whatever, the Mosasaurus roll at the end is such a crazy thing. Oh, June Skywalker, is Hulk or Velocicoaster better? Velocicoaster, hands down, by 1,000%. Hulk will pin you in your seat and never let you go, whereas Velocicoaster is going to rip you out of your seat and toss you to the moon. Like, it is that much better. It's so good. It's so cool. I do wish they did, the theming inside the ride is decent. They did a lot of cool elements. Because it does feel like you're in Jurassic Park with the raptors and that kind of stuff. But I did think there was going to be a little bit more to it. I did think there was just going to be a tiny bit more, especially at the end of the ride itself. Like, it just kind of like, we all thought there was going to be some raptors. And it does look like there could have been an area where there's going to be some raptors doing something. But it just doesn't happen. So I think they might have just scrapped it for time and that kind of stuff. So the ride is still amazing. And if you're any sort of chicken on rides, this will blow your mind. I suggest going onto it, because if you ride it and then you're like, that was awesome, you can handle any ride there is. I suggest going on it either way. Yeah, it's pretty intense. I was hoping for a couple more animatronic velociraptors, but it just didn't happen. Whatever. Give and take. But yeah, the opening day was today. It was pretty crazy. I have a whole bunch of friends down there. Everyone was down there. I was supposed to be down there. But then I have to do some stuff on the weekend, so I couldn't make the flight back. So I'm here. Not at Velocicoaster right now. Yeah. Like, it's real fun. Highly recommend it. Definitely get down there. Yeah, yesterday was not pass holder. Yesterday was media preview, and like tons of people showed up. Today, Keenan from Keenan and Kel was there like all day riding people, and then they gave out churros at the end, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's like an inside secret that Velocicoaster was like the churro stand. They were building the churro stand, and that's all they were doing. So they gave out churros all day long as a meme, basically. So the fact that Universal did that is like insane. That's the coolest thing ever, that they actually like went forth and then gave everyone churros at the end as a meme. I give it up, hands up to the Universal marketing team, the Universal social team. They all killed it on this one. Like, it was so cool. Everyone had everything going on, and it just was like, it was next level. It was so cool. I wish I was there, but I'm just seeing what I saw online. Was it packed for Velocicoaster June Skywalker? For when I went, it wasn't. I had a time ticket. We walked on. I rode the ride. I've already ridden the ride 6 times. I think we did 6 times when we were down there. We went down there for like 3 days and got on like twice a day. It was awesome. We went on, walked on, boom, done. I think the most we ever waited for that ride was 30 minutes. But that was back when they were doing the soft opens. But now it's open. And even today they had the whole entire day was open. And like if it was Harry Potter and they didn't do any soft opens beforehand, those waits were like 4 or 5 hours. The most wait today was 3 tops. It was like it peaked at 3 for like just a split second, but most of the day it was 2 hours for a brand new ride, which is crazy. We got someone in TikTok. What's your favorite ride? My favorite ride ever is definitely going to be Hagrid's. Hagrid's is my all-time favorite. Velocicoaster probably coming in right there after it. Lots of stuff happened. John Jr. That was a neat touch on Universal's end. Churros at the end of this, at the end as an inside joke, but also as a victory surviving the coaster. Yeah, it was awesome. It's such a cool thing that they did that. Because, I mean, I'm glad they did. It also means that they're looking out. They're watching. Like, literally, Universal looks at what we're saying on these forums and these on Reddit and, you know, the Universal, you know, Facebook groups, because we all thought it was a churros thing. That was the inside joke. So they're watching this all happen, which gives you a little insight that Universal knows a lot compared to what we think they know. They know exactly what we're thinking, what we're talking about. So, and I'm glad that they're using that to the advantage, because I think that's going to have a lot of sway on when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights. I just wish Hollywood would do the same thing. It seems they are not on the same page. They're starting to get there, but they're not on the same page that Orlando is, because, I don't know, someone down there in Orlando is killing it on the socials. So, yeah. Where we at? 40 minutes? We got any questions in TikTok here? Let's see. Florida in 3 weeks. Yeah, it's awesome. Have I been to Disneyland Paris? No, I haven't been to Disneyland Paris. I've always wanted to go. Do you guys have any questions for me? Who's got some questions? Put them down below. Comments, concerns. Did you like Marvel Avengers Campus? Are you going? Have you been? Just let me know. So I'm just sitting here, having a nice drink, talking to y'all nice folks. Do I like Universal or Universal Orlando is 1,000 times better. June Skywalker, have you been? Have you been to Universal Orlando? Universal Orlando literally doesn't hold a candle to the wind when it comes to how good it is compared to Hollywood. Our park here in Hollywood, I hate to say it, just kind of sucks compared to Orlando. And of course we do have our parks. We have Jurassic World. We have Secret Life of Pets. We have the Studio Tour. There are some great parks out here, but I grew up as an East Coast boy, so I was always going to the parks out there. What's up, Val? Hey, not going to Avengers Campus for a while until the hype dies down. Good choice on that. Val, we're also on YouTube as well, so if you want to chime in there. What's up? Happy birthday, Akela. I went in April. Oh, did you go to both parks, June? What was your favorite ride in the parks? June Skywalker. She went in April. Which park did you like the most? What was your favorite ride? Did you like them better, Hollywood or Orlando? My Adventure Vale. Yeah, you probably shouldn't go to the hype dies down, but I don't think the hype's going to die down all summer. I think that hype is going to be there the entire rest of the year. I'm trying to think of what else we can talk about here real quick. We got some people up in the chat. What's up, everybody? Put some dinos in the chat. Yeah. So we I want to get back. I want to get back to Orlando so bad. I was supposed to be there right now, and it's kind of killing me inside. It's got a little bit of a this. But are we guys? Are we excited for Halloween Horror Nights? I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Halloween Horror Nights. Cannot wait. Um, John Jr. I've never been to Orlando, but I will say Hollywood's Universal is getting a bit boring. There's not much to do or see. John Jr. is because we go like every day. But I agree with you. You need to get to Orlando ASAP. We do have a trip for anybody who wants to join. If you're there, probably going to be there for the first opening weekend of Halloween Horror Nights. So there we go. My Adventure Val's in the chat. What's up, Val? Halloween Horror Nights first weekend. My hotel is already booked. Whether or not I'm going to go, well, I'm going to go, but we got to figure out, how much it is and that kind of stuff. Hello from the UK. What's up, UK? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. So, yeah, we're just discussing Halloween Horror Nights. There's a new thing that came up today with Halloween Horror Nights as well. As far as a speculation calendar, there's all kinds of speculation going on what's going to happen. I'm super excited for Orlando. Lots of good haunts that should be happening. And I think Hollywood Horror Nights in Orlando is going to be mask off, conga line, good to go. I don't think there's going to be any sort of... I think it's going to be just like normal. I think Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando will be normal. I think Halloween Horror Nights here in Hollywood, we might be normal. I'm not sure. We're riding the line of 3 months to when it's opening. And I think it might be mask on, but then conga line. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I think they might be mask on in order to just be mask on and then be like, you guys can just do whatever you want. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. It'd be interesting to see. And they were supposed to only do a couple haunts this year in Hollywood, but I think they're going to try and, bang out a couple extra ones because I think they're realizing that it's all going to happen. June Skywalker, Orlando 100%, but my favorite ride had to be the Hulk coaster or the ride in the bank from Harry Potter, but sadly we couldn't get into Hagrid's. June Skywalker, next time you go, you have to get onto Hagrid's. The Hulk is awesome. Velocicoaster is better, but Escape from Gringotts is also one of my favorite rides. Did you go on to Men in Black Alien Attack? Because that's another amazing classic. My Adventure Vale. I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando so bad. They're gonna go so big. Yes, they are. Val, you gotta come with. You gotta get down there. We'll go. Adventures with John Jr. for sure. We'll be taking that on note. Hopefully, I'll be able to go on the trip. Always wanted to experience Orlando's HHN. Hear nothing but good things about it. John Jr., you got to come down. It's amazing. Save those pennies now because it does get expensive. That's for sure. You went on all the rides. June Skywalker. Yes, we went on all the rides. That's awesome. Glad you guys had it. Where did you guys stay while you were there, June Skywalker? I'm just going to call you Skywalker. Where did you guys stay? Did you stay on site? Did you stay somewhere else? Let's see. We got some TikTok here. How old are you supposed to be for some of the rides I might go? Honestly, it's all about height rather than age. So, it's whatever. As long as you're tall enough, you can go. Yeah. You guys got to get down to Universal Studios Orlando. Of course, we'll be here, Universal Studios Hollywood. Like, I'm probably definitely going to get the, all you can scream pass. We get a pass for every night pretty much. And then I know Knott's Berry Farm is also doing, they have one for $90 for every night. There's no way I'm not going to get that. That's going to be, the content that's coming out from that month is going to be not monetizable because everyone's going to be screaming. I'm sure I'm going to get kicked off of TikTok. We stayed at the Holiday Inn right across the street from the park. June Skywalker. We stayed across the street from the Holiday Inn. Or sorry, you know what I'm saying. You should stay on property next time. get a season. If you ever want to go again, and you're gonna go for a couple days. Get a season pass because it pays off in 2. Not sold out for that. Oh no, my Adventure Vale saying that not pass sold out for Halloween Horror Nights. I heard. I'm gonna be pissed if that is the truth because I just didn't get it. I just didn't want to buy it yet. So I'm definitely gonna look into that. It's for Scary Farm. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because that's gonna disappoint me if that's the truth. But June, make sure to stay on site next time. Cabana Bay is awesome. It's one of my favorite like cheap hotels. That the vibe there is so amazing. But yeah, does anyone? I'm so excited. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a great time. Do we have any more questions? Because I think I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Not sure yet. Maybe just I'm not sure. Does anyone have any more questions, any comments, concerns about everything that happened this whole past whatever? So we talked about Avengers Campus. We talked about Velocicoaster. Let me see. What else we got to talk about? Did anyone see that The Rock was in Universal Studios and so was Vin Diesel recently? So they must have been doing something down there. So that was pretty cool. I've never seen a celebrity on the studio tour, and there it was. They're probably going to ride that moment for like forever and be like, you can see live celebrities on the studio tour. And you're like, no, you can't. Oh, the Express Pass in Orlando helps a ton. And June Skywalker, if you want, you can get the Fast Pass included in your hotel if you stay on one of the premium properties because it is amazing. So I think John Jr., it would suck if they have officially sold out. Hopefully it was just a limited quantity for the Scary Pass and they'll release more. John Jr., I think what it was for the Scream, like for the whole entire month type of situation is what we were talking about. They're definitely not sold out for like nightly tickets. I'm sure they'll do another one where it's like, go on these nights, you know, the slow nights. But I think the one that we're talking about is the one that's like $90. You can come every night. So that probably sold out. They'll probably do a different one for sure. But yeah, June Skywalker, if you get onto, say, Royal Pacific or a Portofino, you can usually get really good deals. And those come with express passes for up to 4 people, whoever's in your room. And that's like usually a $200-$300 a night, like expense right there. So by going to those different hotels, those premium ones, you get such an upgrade. And the cool thing is say you only want one night. You get a express pass for the night you book, so the night you check in, and then the night and the next day too, so the day you check out. So you get an express pass for 2 days for staying one night, which is crazy because on the busy nights, even though the price of the hotel might be $400 for 4 people, you're still saving over $1,000 on fast passes. That's an insider tip right there. Don't spread that one around too much. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for me right now. If you guys like candles that smell like theme parks, make sure to go to adventurecandlecompany.com. Code word, let's park it for free shipping. Churro candles. Candles that smell like Soarin', anything you guys want, make sure to get up on that. AdventureCandleCompany.com. If you ever miss the smell of a theme park, want to smell churros at all time, make sure to get up on there. Because it's amazing. And they come from me. I make them. So why not buy a churro candle or an Orange Grove candle from Soarin', or maybe, the Haunted Mansion, because I make those too. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. It's going to wrap it up right here on the YouTube. I think we'll keep continuing on to TikTok here for a split second. I got some questions to answer. But always, guys, it was awesome talking to you, chatting with you. Thank you so much, June. Glad you all were here. And you know what? When you're just feeling down, just let's park it, okay? Thank you so much, John Jr. Have a great rest of your night. Hopefully I see you guys in the park sometime soon. Always keep a lookout for this t-shirt or a floral shirt and some sunglasses, because that's me. So, all right, guys. I think I just clicked this button right here. Bye.